I'm Carly Weedman, and welcome back to American Graduate Day on WFYI. Here in studio, we have Evans Branigan, principal at North Central High School, Joe White, executive director of the Goodwill Excel Center, and Karen Routt, director of programs for School on Wheels. So we brought you all here today to talk about a very important issue when it comes to increasing the high school graduation rates, and that is dropout prevention and recovery. So I'll start with you, Joe. Could you tell us about how we define a dropout and what services the Excel Center provides to those students?
Sure. Yeah, the Excel Center is a program designed specifically for adults who have dropped out of high school for whatever reason and want to come back and get their actual diploma plus a credential of some sort. Generally speaking, you'll find that our students didn't drop out of school because they weren't smart enough. They dropped out because something happened. Life got in the way. They got pregnant, made a mistake, maybe got into a little bit of trouble. What our program is designed to do is really identify some of the challenges and barriers that come along with being an adult without a high school diploma, addressing those barriers, and then helping them along the way in achieving not only that diploma, as I mentioned, but also an industry-recognized certification and/or dual credit that prepares them to transition efficiently into college.
And Joe, you mentioned that a lot of these students face barriers, and Karen, I know you work with some students who may face a certain barrier. Would you talk more about how School on Wheels works with those students?
Sure. At School on Wheels, we run two main programs. We have after-school tutoring, which is for our kindergarten through grade 12 students who are currently living in homeless shelters in the Indianapolis area. And we also have a program that supports adults, oftentimes parents of these students who, many of our parents never did finish high school, and so we support them. The great thing about Indiana is that there are great options for those parents, and we help make them aware of those and support them. Places like the Excel Center and all the others we have here.
Great. And Evans, I know you work at North Central, and I'm sure see a lot of these students at that critical time in high school. Talk a little bit about how you support those students.
Well, one of our big challenges is to make sure that we keep the interest of the young people, so therefore we must provide a robust curriculum that provides for a wide variety of learners. And in the process, we also have to explore relationships with outside agencies, including the Marion County Prosecutor's Office, healthcare providers, mental health providers. And so we try to do all we can to support the children when life gets in the way and try to keep them engaged in school.
So really trying to bring in those outside supports to provide wraparound services for the students to ensure that they stay in school and get that graduation degree, right?
Very muchly so. It's our role to make sure that North Central or school in general is a safe place. And safe doesn't just mean the physical facility, but it also means the emotional health of the young person as well.
So what about you, Joe, at the Excel Center? How do you support those students to continue and get their degree and then connecting them with careers afterwards?
Absolutely. I think I'll continue along with Evan's point about connecting with the community resources that are available. I think that's fundamental to the success of any academic program, is really being seen as a community partner as opposed to a standalone entity. We do a lot to connect with some of the social service agencies as well as the local school districts as well. But when it comes to the employment piece, that's a very key and fundamental part of what we do, because we want to market our outcomes as you're not just getting a diploma with us, but you're actually being able to access those higher wage positions, and really working to target and fill that middle skills gap is what we achieve, what we strive to achieve. So community partnerships, stakeholder partnerships, connecting with civic leaders, business leaders, those are all the things that we hope to do and really explain the nature of our student. And we have the luxury of getting to know these folks and putting them through the internship training, the certification training, and things of that nature really allow us to make the case for why these folks should have access to opportunities that are available in our communities.
So again, really wrapping around those students and making sure they not only meet that first goal of getting the high school diploma, but then continuing on to college and career and really making those connections.
Exactly. You know, the big part is access. It's helping our students, and Evans could probably attest to this as well, and as well as your program, at School on Wheels, is helping our folks understand what they have access to beyond maybe the environment that they live in or the things that they see around them, and that's what we work to do.
So just very quickly, Karen, how can people help to support the work that all of you are doing?
Well, I think just community awareness is a huge piece. You know, our staff and our volunteers, we recruit and train anywhere from 350 to 400 community volunteers every year to work with our students and families. And so just raising awareness and supporting these families and letting them know that they can do this.
So support is the key.
It is.
Yeah, well, thank you all so much for being here, and we need you at home to get involved as well. So please call the toll-free number and go to these websites to find out more. Become an American Graduate Champion and make a difference. Please continue to stay with us.